I showed the sedan, the luxury sedan series last week. Now let's take a look at the Honda series, which is infinitely better. And it gives us some really cool versions of some models that we do not have. Like this EF, this is basically a stock livery, except for the black hood, of course, but that's minuscule. And of course, these being premium, semi-premium, they're plastic-based plastic tires, you get full deco treatment. So yeah, really good set, and the artwork is just awesome. I'm keeping the artwork. I don't normally keep, like, I didn't keep the artwork from the sedan set, but I have to keep the artwork from these ones because these are awesome. So we'll go in order, even though it's kind of like backwards to my preferred order, but it is in order of year model, which is pretty cool. So we got the oldest to the newest. Of course, the old ones, in my opinion, are always going to be infinitely better than the new ones. But it's still a nice mix. A nice little evolutionary series. And these, I'll say this video is brought to you by Diecast Car Guru. He helped me get this entire set because the only one I could find in the store was, I think is it the 2016? Yeah, that one. Not my favorite. So we got Honda badge on the black hood. The headlights look really good. I like the, it's kind of almost like anime-ish, you know, like that, like, kind of looks like it's out of Initial D, those headlight graphics. Your markers on the side. 5 spokes work well on this one. You got your Dawn Tech V-Tech. Your trim with the, well, your black trim and then the smaller red trim, which I think is accurate. And then look at those tail lights. I love the black shadowing on them. That is just awesome. Civic on the back there. Is this the first time they did the entire rear Techo? Because I think usually they just do these corner lights. But I don't know. I don't have all the versions. This would be a good one to collect, but just because it's an older casting, I do not want to go through the trouble of collecting every single release. Also, interesting that this one has not been retooled. I like the fact that they can keep that thing in there rather than doing a post. The Metal Flake Black works awesome. Or gray. Metal Flake Gray works awesome on this. I love it. Rolls smooth too. That's interesting. I could feel it when I was holding it. Like, that's a smooth roller. Jeez. Looks good. Alright, this is probably the highlight for everybody. Probably including myself because I love the color. Now, it looks really blue on camera, but it's like a seafoam green in person. It looks really blue on camera. It's throwing me off. The artwork is more green. That matches better. The artwork is just awesome. I love it. So this is the first time this casting has been in the basic range. This is the 4th release out of 5. I don't know if you want to count the re-release in the Team Transporter set, because it's a re-release of the first edition from Fast and Furious. So, I mean, that one's technically number 5, but I don't think there's anything different about it. But I do not actually have an example of this casting opened. I have both of the yellow ones, and that's it, which I'm probably going to sell the Fast and Furious one, because I still have it on card. I was going to open it, but I'm like, oh, no point in opening it now, because there's a one coming in the Team Transport set, and only because of that Sentra, I'm buying the set. So I might as well not open the one I have on card. And, well, I could probably sell it. This thing is awesome. Love the headlight. I like the gloss on the headlights there. You know, like they're, of course, mimicking like a reflection or gloss on the headlights there, but it works so well. I don't think the headlight details are the best for this one. I think they could be a little better, but I do like the gloss effect on them. This one has the black hood too, which I think all the old ones do, don't they? Yeah. So I don't know why the 16 and the... Wait, does the 16 have it? Oh, it kind of does. So the 18 gets away with no black hood, so that's weird. I kind of like the the blank number on the side here, like it's a just a weekend trek car. There's your Duntech VTEC Civic, and of course you got your black trim, which should probably be elevated, but you really can't feel. Oh, it is embossed there, but you can barely feel it. You got your marker, tail lights. Oh my god, I love those tail lights. That's like really anime style. Those tail lights. That's like that could also be straight out of Initial D. The white wheels also work really good on this seafoam green, but on camera, you guys are seeing it like the blue that they used on the drag Civic. Also, actually, that's a good idea because I didn't think about it. These are both EG6s. I'm going to compare it to the drag Civic. Why not? And I have it right here, so that's perfect. So you get a semi-stock one. I don't know if this front lip is stock, but it's stock for the most part, and then you can get... So I think their proportions are the same. Of course, this one does have a front lip, so it's going to look a little longer if we can just do it like this. Yeah, look at that. Their proportions are identical, but they just modified it to be a dragster. Drag Civic. Although I'm glad it's this one that showed up in the set and not this one. Love it. Oh, it doesn't have a sunroof either. Probably because the bumpers are plastic, so they were able to fill in the sunroof. Next up, the Civic Si, which is, I think it's supposed to be a 2001. This is also another casting I do not have open because all of my versions are on card. So that's that. So this one, so it's basically like a new casting for me because I just don't have an example of it. Although now that I'm opening this, I could probably do, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if I have all the releases of it. I'll have to see. I'm really surprised they have not used this casting for the Fast and Furious one, though. You know, the Heist Civic. I'm really surprised we haven't gone in that direction. Not even for the basic series. You would think they would, in that new basic set that came out for Fast and Furious, you'd think this would have been in there. No. And I really messed up this cut on the package. Alright. This red is beautiful. Oh, and the hood is like a flat black on this one. The other ones were more glossy. This one's, it's not really glossy. Oh, yeah, maybe it, no, yeah, it is flat. It's got like a texture to it. Again, the headlight details, amazing on this one. I love it. The Honda badge is super off-centered. So it's kind of, it's like a matte finish a little bit. I like those sponsors there rather than just being like up and down like normal. They're across the entire door panel. And then you got a little bit of white pinstriping. The white and red looks really good. I really like this look. Looks really good. There's your tail lights. Kind of a little lackluster. I wish they would have done a little like black shading on them like they did these. Civic on the trunk. Honda. Hot Wheels. Awesome piece. Awesome. Now, I'm curious to see if these details are removable, these decals. I don't think they are, because they might be normal decals. I was thinking they were from a lot of like the sneaked photos and all, I was thinking they were going to be the premium decals, but they're looking like they're just regular basic decals, so maybe they will be removable. I don't know, I don't really want to try, but next up we got the 2016 Civic Type R. This one, I don't know, it's not my favorite Civic. The deco's pretty cool. With the Civic itself, I think it's like a continuation of the Euro Civic, because I don't think we got this version in the US. I don't know, it's not the best looking one. I prefer the 2018 so much better over this one. Oh my gosh. This one's like tough. Yellow isn't my favorite color, but it kind of works on this one. Of course, really, Hondas are one of the few vehicles that can really pull off yellow. You know, because then you get Chevy with like the Cobalt and be like, kinda. But Hondas always work, and this one works too. My camera cut out there. So we got sort of a black hood on here. It seems like as we go on, you know, it gets less black. I mean, well, those two are full on. This one's like kind of 75%, and then this one's like 50%. And then you get 0% on the 18 Type R. Which is kind of, like, with the older models, it's really easy to just, like, paint it a different color because it's so square. But then on the newer ones, you know, there's so many different edges to it. Like, it rounds around the front end. And it would just kind of look weird. So I think it only really works on older model cars. The glare on the headlights again, that's an awesome look. I love it. See, that's what I mean when I say, like the Matchbox Audi, for example. When I say that the details on that e-tron look way too two-dimensional, that's what I mean, because they don't have any, like, glare or anything on them. There's your Honda badge, Type R. Civic. Yokohama deco. I like the Yokohama, which is probably why the wheels are red. Taillights. Now, they did the side graphics. Why didn't they just put a little black thing up here for the taillight? Because it looks funny when it's just red. Hot Wheels on the plate, Civic. Seems like also as the generations go on, they get more and more busy with the decals, because these ones were more contemporary, and then you move closer into more loud. But let's finish it off with the 2018 Type R. This one, I love the decals on this one, because that blue's like a metallic. You don't see that a lot on the decals. Like metallic decals. It's almost like a foil. It looks really cool. And I really wish to see more of that. But I don't know. It might just be something exclusive to this set, where we get like metallic looking decals like that. If you're gonna be loud with the decals, you gotta make them look good. And once again, I'm struggling. It's so hard to cut these basic packaging because it just doesn't cut. Well, it is easier to cut it, but it also gives in easier because the premium one is so thick. Okay, I can always trim it later. Not the best, but not too worried. Store it. Bam. Now look at those decals. Those are just awesome. I love it. They're like metallic blue decals. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Headlights look good, just your normal decal. I like also how they've improved this front decal. Because, you know, on the first releases, it was very blotchy. But, like, after like 3 or 4 tries, they started getting it, like, perfect. And this one's, like, perfect. Like the grills down below. Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh no, that is perfect. I thought it was lowered a little bit, but no, that's fine. Look at that. Number 18. It's kind of giving me like MF Ghost vibes, just with extra decals. Although the Type R and MF Ghost is yellow. Actually, that'd be cool to see a yellow one of these. Why didn't this one get yellow? Wait, we could have... No, this one could have been yellow. With these metallic blue decals, it would look like a Spoon Civic. Type R, Honda. There's another question. Why haven't we gotten a Spoon license with Hot Wheels? You'd think that'd come from day one with how popular their Civics are. It'd be like, all right, we gotta get Spoon on this, but no, we haven't yet. So it's interesting. But there you go. That is the Honda set. Little late, but I was just covering Matchbox mostly, catering the Matchbox. This is an awesome set, really, and the artwork is awesome. The models are awesome. I love it. So, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think about them, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.